What's good YouTube, it's your boy SphinX, so welcome back to another video, and today we have some Call of Duty news to talk about, so without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now, if you guys didn't know, E3 2019 did start yesterday, and Infinity Ward did have, like, I think it was about 30 minutes to an hour, I'm not really sure on how long they had the discussion, but they did talk about all the new features that is going to be coming to Modern Warfare, and they announced when you guys will be able to possibly check it out and possibly play. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather all of what Infinity Ward has talked about, and I'm going to explain everything in detail so you guys get the full picture. Let's get into it. Alright, first things first, you get to play as a tier 1 operator and a rebel freedom fighter in Modern Warfare.
I know, Jacob, it's sort of the story of sort of two sides, right?
Totally. So that's, I think, one of the coolest things about this game is for the first time you'll be playing not only as tier 1 special operations forces, but also as rebel freedom fighters.
Yeah.
So when you're playing as tier 1, you've got all the best tech toys. You've got night vision goggles and the best guns, and you can call in airstrikes.
Yeah.
But when you're playing as freedom fighters, you're the underdog. You've got IEDs, Molotovs, you have to use ambush tactics, guerrilla tactics, that sort of thing. So it creates a completely different type of dynamic in combat.
Now, in the campaign, playing as tier 1, you get the highest tech available today, which is airstrikes, NVGs, stuff like that. But with the rebel fighters, you only get limited technology, and you have to stick to ground warfare. So there really is that distinctive between having all the latest technology and stuff, and then switching over to the other side, and then you only have to use what you have, because you're limited. And I kind of like this because, on our side, we will always play as the people who have the most technology, most advancements and stuff like that. So it would be nice, for us to play as the people who don't really have that much technology, but we can still make it work and see their way of life and see how they're gonna play. So it is nice that we get to play as another group of people for a change. And another big thing that I noticed is that environments are going to be 100 realistic in size.
We just want to portray being in combat in the most respectful, kind of realistic way that we can possibly do it.
Yeah, totally. And I think that's one of the very first things we did when we started making the game is, most video games don't make spaces that are real life scale because there are all sorts of technical threat identification and things of that sort.
Also the way that your friendlies move with you, the thing that you got to see, the townhouse asset.
Yeah.
Those were real. I mean, they're retired now.
Intense,
they're Navy SEAls. They're doing their thing. That's all muscle memory, and we recorded and captured that. And that gives, when you only can get that type of performance when you actually have a realistic environment for them to do it in. Otherwise it would look ridiculous. And when you put it all together, it just, man, it really.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, the levels you showed us, which again, people haven't seen yet, but they're really gripping. And I mean, it's something that you said Modern Warfare, I think, has always been known for.
And I think that this is 100% mind-blowing. I mean, think about it. They are using actual objects, actual environments, 100% realistic in size, scanned from real life, and they're bringing it into the game. Not to mention that they have mentioned a new AI that reacts to the environment. So let me put this into an example. Okay, so say that what I'm showing you right now, me going down that ladder and scoping out the area, is actually in real life. That AI can detect the walls and everything else around it, and they'll be able to react in the same way that I did without even knowing anything about the environment. Not only that, but they will be able to react in the similar ways that we do in real life. So you're not going to see them doing anything out of the ordinary. No, they're going to make it as realistic as possible, and they're going to make the AI react in the same way that we will. So we can kind of get a sense of, okay, like, this is real life, And like I said in my last video, all 3 modes are going to be in the same world with the same rules. So all that you use in the game is going to be used the same way across all the other modes, if that makes sense.
But yeah, the point is whether or not you're playing in co-op.
Yeah.
or multiplayer or single player, you're playing in the same world. The rules are all the same.
Okay.
The mechanics were, you said it the other day,
Yeah.
and you were saying that, one piece of equipment works the same across all the modes.
Okay.
One weapon works the same. You start to really learn that, how much does it take to hit an AI, or what do I do with this, or how could I use this tactically?
And another thing that has been confirmed is Spec Ops. Yes, Spec Ops is making its way back into Modern Warfare. Now, of course, the last that we've seen Spec Ops is Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3 had that survival mode, so it wasn't really Spec Ops, but Modern Warfare 2 was the last that we have seen this.
In the previous Modern Warfare games, there was a mode called Spec Ops.
Yep.
And we are
incredible, yeah.
we are going to have Spec Ops in the new Modern Warfare.
I see. Okay, so you'll have,
But
like
Spec Ops
Spec Ops
like you've never seen.
to the 11th hour.
Okay.
To the
Yeah,
11th.
it's next
crank
level.
crank the knob off, break it, and then throw it away.
but I saw the intensity of some of those Spec Ops missions back in the day were, I mean, incredible.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
But now with that fidelity, the new engine, all
Well,
that.
it can have a narrative this time.
Yeah, exactly. We're saying the
It's
same
more
thing, totally.
exciting. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I gotta say that I genuinely did enjoy Spec Ops back in the day, just because of the thought of having somebody right by your side, going in, protecting somebody, or going in on top of the tower and seeing how long you can survive, or going in undercover. It was just really fun times, and just making it back into Modern Warfare now, I think it's a great thing to do. But that isn't all the news from Modern Warfare that we are going to hear about, because they're going to have a panel on Tuesday. So if you guys are going to E3, you guys can go ahead and check it out. Check out even more new features and stuff that they're going to talk about.
Hopefully, we had a call last week. It sounds like we may have some hints of things to come at that panel, so definitely want to tune in.
Finally, we get to.
Exactly. So definitely tune in for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare panel that will be streaming live right here on YouTube on Tuesday. I think it's at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see you guys then. Thanks for coming down on a Sunday to hang out with us. Really appreciate it, guys. And we're looking forward to seeing more. Yes, Tuesday for the panel.
And yes, this whole interview or discussion thing wasn't really that long. It was about 13 to 15 minutes long. But like I said, they're going to have even more information that is going to be put out throughout this whole week as E3 goes on. So expect to come back to this channel and check to see if anything is happening with the game. But other than that, that is all the news that we have from Call of Duty today. If you guys have enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. Of course, I will leave the link of the E3 live with the timestamp, so you guys won't have to go ahead and timestamp, because it is a really big live stream. It's about like 10 hours or so. So I'll go ahead and leave the timestamp, the start to end, about the Call of Duty segment. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more awesome content. I'll keep you guys updated on any other Call of Duty news that has been happening throughout this week. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.